This is part 3 of reading the Bible. We're still on Psalms. This is chapter 17. Hear the right, O Lord. Attend unto my cry. Give ear unto my prayer, that goeth not out of feigned lips. Let my sentence come forth from thy presence. Let thine eyes behold the things that are equal. Thou hast proved mine heart. Thou hast visited me in the night. Thou hast tried me, and shalt find nothing. I am purposed, that my mouth shall not transgress. Concerning the works of men, by the words of thy lips, I have kept me from the paths of the destroyer. Hold up my goings in thy path, that my footsteps slip not. I have called unto thee, for thou wilt hear me. O God, incline thy ear unto me, and hear my speech. Show forth thy marvelous loving kindness, O thou that savest by thy right hand them which put their trust in thee, from those that rise up against them. Keep me as the apple of the eye, hide me under the shadow of thy wings, from the wicked that oppress me, from my deadly enemies, who compass me about. They are enclosed in their own fat, with their mouth they speak proudly. They have now compassed us in our steps. They have set their eyes bowing down to the earth, like as a lion that is greedy of his prey, and as it were a young lion, lurking in secret places. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him. Cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. From men which are thy hand, O Lord, from men of the world, which have their portion in this life, in whose belly thou fillest thy hid treasure. They are full of children, and leave the rest of their substance to their babes. As for me, I will behold thy face in righteousness. I shall be satisfied when I awake with thy likeness. Now, chapter 17 simply has the subheading of a prayer of David. Now, chapter 18's subheading is to the chief musician, a psalm of David, the servant of the Lord, who spake unto the Lord the words of this song in the day that the Lord delivered him from the hand of all his enemies, and from the hand of Saul. And he said, so here's chapter 18, I will love thee, O Lord, my strength. The Lord is my rock, and my fortress, and my deliverer. My God, my strength, in whom I will trust, my buckler, and the horn of my salvation, and my high tower. I will call upon the Lord, who is worthy to be praised. So shall I be saved from mine enemies. The sorrows of death compassed me, and the floods of ungodly men made me afraid. The sorrows of hell compassed me about. The snares of death prevented me. In my distress I called upon the Lord, and cried unto my God. He heard my voice out of his temple, and my cry came before him, even into his ears. Then the earth shook and trembled. The foundations, also the hills, moved and were shaken, because he was wroth. There went up a smoke out of his nostrils, and fire out of his mouth devoured. Coals were kindled by it. He bowed the heavens also, and came down, and darkness was under his feet. And he rode upon a cherub, and did fly, yea, he did fly upon the wings of the wind. He made my darkness his secret place. His pavilion round about him were dark waters and thick clouds of the sky. At the brightness that was before him, his thick clouds passed, hailstones and coals of fire. The Lord also thundered in the heavens, the highest gave his voice, hailstones and coals of fire. Yea, he sent out his arrows and scattered them, and he shot out lightnings and discomfited them. Then the channels of water were seen, and the foundations of the world were discovered at thy rebuke. O Lord, the blast of the breath of thy nostrils. He sent from above. He took me, he drew me out of many waters. He delivered me from my strong enemy, and from them which hated me. For they were too strong for me. They prevented me in the day of my calamity. but the Lord was my stay. He brought me forth also into a large place. He delivered me, because he delighted in me. The Lord rewarded me according to my righteousness. According to the cleanness of my hands hath he recompensed me. For I have kept the ways of the Lord, and have not wickedly departed from my God. For all his judgments were before me, and I did not put away his statutes from me. I was also upright before him, and I kept myself from mine iniquity. Therefore hath the Lord recompensed me according to my righteousness, according to the cleanness of my hands in his eyesight. With the merciful thou wilt show thyself merciful, and with an upright man thou wilt show thyself upright. With the pure thou wilt show thyself pure, and with a froward you will show thyself froward. For thou wilt save the afflicted people, but will bring down high looks. Pretty sure froward, which is a very odd word to pronounce, it's written F-R-O. Wow, I stumbled trying to spell a word. Anyway, it's not, I know I'm like pronouncing it kind of weird, but it's spelled F-R-O-W-A-R-D. If I remember correctly, the meaning of that word is to be very rude and just disrespectful. It'd be like if you went out around and harassed people, and you basically were very rude to them, and you were trying to be very mean-spirited to somebody and treat them like shit. Basically, in the words of Nux Taku, toxic. Heck, that's basically what the Bible was saying right there, wasn't it? I know I'm not trying to give commentary, maybe in the future. For now I'm just trying to read. I'm just saying, Nux Taku basically says, be wholesome to wholesome people, toxic to toxic people. That's basically what it's saying there. It's just like, if you're going around being a dick to everyone, well, karma will eventually come back around to you, right? Walking over here to my phone and look up on Google. No, I'm not going to use my computer for that. It would mess up OBS. By the way, I wanted to find a picture of a T-800 Terminator being crucified for this picture, for this backdrop. I couldn't find any such thing. How? We have like 7 or 8 Terminator movies. How is no one drawing a picture of a T-800 being crucified? Also, granted I couldn't find one period, but technically I feel that if a T-800 were crucified, instead of the crucifix being made of wood, it should be made out of dead bodies of people. Just saying. But yeah, apparently if you type T-800 Terminator crucifix and nothing pops up on Google Images. Nothing. How has nobody ever drawn that? Okay. Use Google on my phone. Well, I guess I'm pretty sure it means to be rude and, very rude and mean. Type this in. Give me a moment. It's an adjective, by the way. Okay, so I think it still applies, but I always considered the word forward, and it still feels really weird to pronounce that. I always felt it meant to be very rude and mean-spirited to somebody and just be an asshole. Basically, like take people that bully people, or people that harass people, or people that abuse people. Granted, that's more of a, usually people think of that as more of a physical thing, but, it also applies to non-physical, but usually it's, what's a better word for what I'm trying to describe?
basically I always consider it to be more of a word to describe people that went around harassing people and hurting other people just for the satisfaction of hurting them. Just bullying somebody that's done nothing wrong to you. I don't know. But apparently that's not the actual meaning of the word. Right here on Google. Yeah, I mean, seriously. We have phones nowadays where you can access the internet, and you have access to like every library on the planet. I can have an obscure question about Keanu Reeves. This phone will tell me whatever the answer is. I still think it's interesting that Keanu Reeves said, somebody once asked him, because I'm looking forward to John Wick 4. Somebody once asked him, it's like, hey, how many of these movies you plan to make? And his response was, I'll make as many as people want to see. And I'm like, one day we will get to see John Wick 37. Okay. I got distracted. Trying to take this back. I had to type my password. Because my phone goes to sleep mode after a few seconds unless I'm playing a video on it or something. So it makes it kind of hard if I'm trying if I try to look something up on Google and then try to write stuff down, I have to keep tapping my phone to stop it from, Anyway, it's an adjective, and it means don't go to sleep phone. Anyway, it's an adjective, and it means, and it's typically meant of a person. It's an adjective of a person. It means difficult to deal with. So, basically, it's supposed to mean, have you guys ever met somebody that's, very difficult to be around? The opposite of being peaceful? You're around somebody and they're, constant drama, constant pissed off, constant complaining, constantly, starting shit and all that. You can't go out somewhere. A Karen. It means Karen. Oh my God! It means Karen! I know it's like a joke meme. The whole Karen thing. But that's basically what that is. I mean, the literal definition it said there was a person that is difficult to deal with. It's a Karen! So that basically means the Bible says, if you're going to be a Karen, then God will be a Karen to you. That sounds weird. And again, I'm trying to avoid any sort of commentation on this, because here's the thing. In the future, I'll do commentary on the Bible, but here's the thing. I go off topic a lot. That's why I'm trying to just, and I won't do too many of these videos, because I want to, still focus on doing Let's Plays, as well as trying to go to the gym, and also I want to get better at playing my guitar, and I have all these books on how to draw anime. Yes, I know what you guys are thinking, and I want to defend myself, but you're right. I'm going to draw very lewd things. And it's going to be drawn badly. I'm going to be drawing bad things badly. I suck at everything, okay? I can't play my guitar worth of shit. I can't draw. But I enjoy doing it. It's like the karaoke stuff. I know I can't sing. My voice is epilepsy for your ears. But I like singing. But it is emotional. But, again, this is the point. You guys can't trust me to talk. I will go rambling. I will just start talking. And I won't really, and it'll be difficult. At least I can see my open Bible over there next to the computer. So I know we're talking about, though I don't know where I was when I was reading. So, I'll find where I was. It's just kind of funny. That's basically what that means. Because I always figure it's a rude, combative, someone being mean and bullying. But it technically means somebody that's difficult to deal with and causing, so it means being a Karen. That's literally what that word means. We literally have the Bible. It literally says in the Bible, we're on chapter 18. Right? Yeah. So, chapter 18 of Psalms. God tells you not to be a Karen. And this is why I'm going to try, because like I said, I won't do too many of these for now, just because I want to try to focus on other stuff, because there's only so many hours in a day. But here's the thing. Fuck! This is why I don't want to give commentary, because I won't be able to stay on topic. We're going to start with talking about the Bible, and somehow I'm going to start talking about recipes for making delicious tacos homemade. Apparently I'm hungry, and I want tacos. I'm going to cook tacos. I need to go to Walmart and buy a hamburger and stuff. But I want tacos now. I want tacos. Yeah, we kind of went derailed. I will return to this at some point. Well, let's just try to finish chapter 18. Where was I? No, do not look for the word Karen in the Bible. Just because you made a comment about it doesn't mean it's going to magically be here now. It's not how that works. Seriously. You know what? I'm not sure where the hell I am in chapter 18. We read enough, and then I'm still trying to figure out where I was. Okay, so chapter 18, verse 26. With the pure thou shalt show thyself pure, and with the froward, which is so weird to pronounce that, because like I said, it's Froward, thou wilt show thyself froward. Which, like I said, I still kind of take that to mean being rude and bullying people and harassing people and abusing people and hurting people. Which I guess technically applies if we're using Karen as an alternative definition, because the literal definition my phone on Google said was a person that's difficult to deal with. So, technically what I originally thought it meant, what the actual definition is, are the same, and they both kind of define Karen. Great. But yeah, so on to verse 27. For thou wilt save the afflicted people, but that wilt bring down high looks. For thou wilt light my candle. The Lord my God will enlighten my darkness. For by thee I have run through a troop, and by my God have I leaped over a wall. I don't know why I read wall as hill. I guess the last two letters are the same. As for God, his way is perfect. The word of the Lord is tried. He is a buckler to all those that trust in him. For who is God save the Lord? And who is a rock save our God? It is God that girdeth me with strength, and maketh my way perfect. He maketh my feet like hinds' feet, and setteth me upon the high places. He teacheth my hands to war, so that a bow of steel is broken by mine arms. Thou hast also given me the shield of thy salvation, and thy right hand hath holden me up, and thy gentleness hath made me great. Thou hast enlarged my steps under me, that my feet did not slip. I have pursued mine enemies and overtaken them, neither did I turn again till they were consumed. I have wounded them that were not able to rise, and they are fallen under my feet. For thou hast girded me with strength unto the battle. Thou hast subdued under me those that rose up against me. Thou hast also given me the necks of mine enemies, that I might destroy them that hate me. They cried, but there was none to save them, even unto the Lord, but he answered them not. Then did I beat them small as the dust before the wind. I did cast them out as the dirt in the streets. Thou hast delivered me from the strivings of the people, and thou hast made me the head of the heathen. A people whom I have not known shall serve me. As soon as they hear of me, they shall obey me. The stranger shall
The strangers shall submit is apparently a tongue twister. As soon as they hear me, they shall obey me. The strangers shall submit themselves unto me. The strangers shall fade away, and be afraid out of their close places. The Lord liveth, and the blessed be my rock, and let the God of my salvation be exalted. It is God that avengeth me, and subdueth the people under me. He delivereth me from mine enemies, and yea, thou liftest me up above those that rise up against me. Thou hast delivered me from the violent man. Therefore will I give thanks unto thee, O Lord, among the heathen, and sing praises unto thy name. Great deliverance giveth he to his king, and showeth mercy to his anointed, to David and to his seed forevermore. It is wrong and bad that every time I read the word rock, I imagined Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Like, simple word associations should not have such profound effects. Heaven help me if I ever do a Rosark sketch. Wow! Could I have mispronounced that any worse? You guys know what I mean. Anyway, hope everyone out there had a wonderful day. Bye.